your starting lineup of the East Longmeadow Spartans. Number 3, Antonio Berardi. Number 23, Jason Bassett. Number 15, Patrick Zudek. Number 19, Philip Zudek. Number 9, Ryan Kula. Number 17, Joe McColgan. Number 24, Jackson Retching. Number 13, Luca Shabelli. Number 2, Colton Treba. Number 6, Earl Wakiaga. And in goal, number 00, Nolan Garska. Our great country has persevered because of the men and women that served our country in the armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand. We thank you for your service to our country. We now invite everyone to stand as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 4th home game of the 2025 boys varsity soccer season for the East Longmeadow Spartans. Tonight, it is the Northampton Blue Devils is the matchup for the guys tonight. Same amount of wins as we had losses last season, as it's a very strong team headed into tonight's matchup. Rumors going around Western Mass that they've only gotten better. East Longmeadow yet looking to get their first win of the season. It's going to be a tough matchup for East Longmeadow tonight. Like I said previous, these two teams, wins and losses, line up pretty evidently, with Northampton being one of the biggest powerhouses in soccer in Western Mass as of recent years, with a great span of years of juniors, sophomores. Like I said previously, Spartans look to get their first win of the season, starting off the season 0-4, losses coming to Pope Francis. Oliver Ames High School, who were ranked #1 in the state last year, where they suffered a 3-0 defeat with a bit of an iffy game for the guys. Overall, few just conceding some goals that they really shouldn't have been conceding there. It's a lot of individual players on this squad that are looking to figure out, even this late in their high school careers, looking to build chemistry and make a run and just get it all back together towards the end of the season here. Especially, it's going to be still troubles as Jack Walsh and Keegan Dunnigan still absent from the game, both with injuries. As a Northampton goalie takes a touch in his own box, a little shaky there. As tipped over the head of number 11, finds the feet of number 7. Treba gets tested here on his back line. Berardi steps in to win it. Berardi isn't able to turn into space here. As Northampton get a good strong chase here. Here's Jason Cantor, and it skies over the net. Garska tested almost immediately. As, like I said, in previous games, this East Longmeadow back line has been killed by through balls consistently all year long. It's been their kryptonite. Without Patsy Descoli with those long legs, nobody's able really to get there to reach their legs out and stop those balls from coming in, and those players from coming in on goal. I mean, and here's number 7. This is Cantor on the left side here for Northampton Blue Devils. He'll cut into his right side. He'll play 24. It's an inaccurate pass, though, but it will fall out to, I believe that is 18. 18 taking a few touches at the top of the box here. Certainly a small midfield for the Northampton Blue Devils. No shade to number 25, but he looks to be around 5 foot. And to go along with number 24, who might even be shorter. Garska claims in his own box there. The back line for the Spartans tonight, freshman Jason Bassett starts at right center back for the Spartans, along with junior defender Jackson Retchen, Colton Treba at left back, and per usual, Patrick Zudek playing that right back role for the Spartans here. And intercepted by Antonio Berardi in the midfield. Spartans have room to play, but it is intercepted by Northampton. Norden. Or Cantor, sorry. Retchen's going to step, get ahead on that one. Cantor's going to hit it back into Patrick Zudek now. Wakiaga steps. Doesn't get any ball. North player. Here's Cantor as he's offsides on that left flank. You tell he wanted a shot there just off his first touch. As Spartans do well in a part of their game that they've certainly been trying to better. As Jackson Retchen, we saw this pretty frequently in the Oliver Ames game. Those low free kicks have kind of killed them as they were intercepted quite often. Jackson Retchen has taken like 100% of East Longmeadow's free kicks from their own half. As that'll be cool, played in on goal, but the Northampton goalie, Salem Gregory, is going to come off his line. Northampton going to look to build out of the back here. Here's Gregory. Lowry on that left side. Tested by Zudek. He boots it up. Bassett steps. It's a good step from the freshman there. Zudek brothers link up. Earl Wakiaga steps at defensive mid alongside Antonio Berardi. Treba, Kula. As it's kicked out of bounds by the Blue Devils. Tipped over the head of Schiavelli now. McColgan's going to look to hang on to it as he's fallen over there as he's fouled by Tate Norson. Schiavelli with a bit of room at the top of the box there. He's around the 20-yard line now. Blocked by the Northampton defender. Wakiaga's going to volley it, but it's going to be far left wide. Wakiaga certainly just imagined himself as Paul Pogba wearing a Juventus jersey. Niels Duffy is going to play it over the head of his teammates, attackers on the right wing side, as Jackson Retchen shields the ball for it to go out of bounds for the Spartans. It's a Nolan Garska goal kick. Wakiaga dives in, and he'll win it for the Spartans here, as he does really well as he's going to turn into space, unfortunately losing it once again to Cantor. Cantor in the middle of the field, Retchen steps, he'll win it for the Spartans, but once again, on the leftovers, falls over to Northampton here. See McNally looks to play Cantor through on goal, but he's offsides once again. Clock stopped here with 32:51 to go. Most likely a problem with the and we're back in action as Retchen's going to take the goal kick per usual. It's going to fall out to around the 35 in the region of Philip Zudek. Wakiaga with a bit of pace, room in the midfield. Antonio Berardi's going to play Ryan Kula on that left side as he megs one defender. He'll play Wakiaga back. Shot fired in. No big problems there for Salem Gregory. It's the second shot Wakiaga has taken from around the 25-yard line tonight. Gregory. Zudek whiffs, and Cantor with a bit of space on that left side now. He's going to like to pace abuse himself through on goal. He's going to take a great touch into that left side, and it'll be cleared out by Jackson Retchen. Zudek with a bit of room there. Fortunate touch as it goes out of bounds. As it's a long throw, as Bassett's tested on his back line, and he'll do well as he clears it out to the left side of the field. Throwing for the Blue Devils now. Lowry on the throw-in for the Blue Devils. He'll chip it over, and it will hit the field goal post and be out of play. Yaga, he's looking for Zudek. Zudek lays it off to McColgan. Boots it up, another header for McColgan there as he's going to look to contest and win that one. He's got Berardi as that one's going to fly into there once again. To Northampton, a players clash for that one. Not great communication from the Blue Devils right there. Zudek takes a touch backwards as Wagiaga's going to play his back line. Jackson Retchen. Good touch by Treba as he's going to take some touches into space here, but it's won back by Northampton. Gregory Compose plays as right back there. Shabelli with space. McColgan wide open, Zudek wide open on that right side, but unfortunate loss of the ball for the Spartans there. As Blue Devils are going to look to counterattack here. Here's Will C. McNally. Cantor. Header goes in. It's going to hit the field goal post. Header sent in there by Johnny Niels Duffy there. Had some good power on it. Wasn't able to put it on net though. .24 in the midfield with a bit of room here. East Long Meadows midfield wide open, and Cantor's going to take a touch in a space, but it's too big. Garska gets there first. Wakiaga looks for the give and go with Zudek. Some good skill by number 3 on Northampton. It's going to get by 1, but Shabelli's wide open as he's going to play Ryan Coolin on goal. It's a great ball on that left side. Ryan Coolin now. He'll lay it off to McColgan, and it's 1-0 to the Spartans. Joe McColgan with his second goal of the season, assisted by Ryan Kula. It was a great ball from Lucas Chevalier, and the Spartans lead 1-0 against Northampton. And we are back for the second half of action of East Longmeadow 1, Northampton 0. As Lucas Schbelli looking to lead an attack here early into the second half. Just the second time this season the Spartans have led. Their first coming against Westside, where they blew the 1-0 lead to ultimately lose 2-1 due to an own goal. Intercepted by Berardi around the 45-yard line there. As Letourneau is going to press Salem Gregory. Here's McNally as he'll play Cantor through on goal, but he is offsides. Common theme for the number 7 on Northampton tonight. Offsides approximately about 3 times. Most recent one erupting anger into the fans of Northampton. But East Longmeadow have been able to hold their line pretty well tonight according to the lino. As that one sent up to find the feet of Logan Letourneau. As you can look to tip that one off to Lucas Schbelli, but a little too much power on it. Cloughlin. He'll find Norson in the midfield. Intercepted by Treba. Letourneau with a few guys on his back. Held on to it for a good minute, good second there, but ultimately losing it. Again for Letourneau. Lays it off to Ryan Kula. Ryan Kula with a great skill as he'll get by one. Another man on his back here. Ryan Kula looking for the cross as he'll send him flying. He's tripped up. East Longmeadow, a great attack created by Ryan Kula, ultimately leads to nothing. Unfortunate for the Spartans. Logan Letourneau and Ryan Kula just really linked up there, and Ryan was able to create space for himself. Retchin steps. A bit of room there for Rivers, unable to make anything out of it, though. Ball will be sent back in. And Ryan Kula finds it just in Ryan Kula as he won't get a good foot on that one. Here's McLaughlin. Norson. He's been great tonight for Belchertown. Great player. Retchin clears it out per usual. Armani Rodriguez on the end of that one. We're going to header it to a few of his Northampton teammates. That ball crossed in, cleared out by Jason Bassett. Foul called on East Longmeadow's Lucas Schbelli. Interesting call there by the referee. And here's Norson on the end of the set piece. Let's see what Northampton can do here. Chipped in. Ryan Kula will watch it go out. Bassett clears it off to his left side. Whoa, and a huge challenge in, as I believe Retchen slipped up a bit there. Rivers gets taken out. Definitely not intentional from the East Longmeadow center back, but off comes Rivers after getting decked by Retchen. Interesting set piece tactic here, as that one skied over for a field goal. Duggan looks to move the Spartans forward. Good pass, but Zudek won't be able to get there in time. It'll go out of bounds for a Blue Devils throw-in. Left winger sent through with a bit of space. He's chased down by Jason Massette. Still holding onto the ball here. Plays it off, and I believe it went out of bounds. Norson with a great pass to Owen McLaughlin as he'll take on Ryan Kula on that right side. Treba clears it out. Laterno is going to look to chase him down. Press up on Salem Gregory. Here's McNally. Beauchamp cleared out initially. Another chance for Northampton here. The ball is sent in. Jason Massette clears it out. You saw his defense does well there. Norson looked to bring the attack back alive, but Ryan Kula clears it out to around the 40-yard line. Schirbelli says no to the clearance. Turno presses up. Here's Busson. Lays it off to Duffy, as it's a good chance for the Northampton Blue Devils, but it won't be capitalized on, as that was Kai Webster on the end of that ball. On comes Alex Mahana. Out comes Antonio Verardi, a solid shift from him.
Shriba versus Buson. Mahana challenges in well there. Out comes Justin Zuruburi. As he was the one at the end of that one. I think I said before that it was someone else, but that attacking chance I meant. Here's Duffy. Duffy sends that one in. Going to give Garskill a little bit of trouble, but in the end, nothing really there. Ball sent up. Laterno with a bit of room at the top. Here's Buson. Through ball played through, but Jackson Russian learned from the mistakes previously in the season. He's sent to the ground by Cantor. Retchin off the foul. Great pass from Lucas Schmelly. Great touch as Alex Mahata gonna look to skill his way through these two guys, but unsuccessful of doing so. Buson sent through on the right wing here. It's gonna be one-on-one with Jackson Russian. He'll fire in the shot, but no problems for Nolan Garska because it's far right wide. Out comes Laterno, in comes the goal scorer, Joe McColgan. Cantor can look to win this one back as he will be fouled by Philip Zudek. No card on that play. And it's the same set piece tactic as before from Northampton, as Joe McColgan looks to give a little insight to Nolan Garska, as it's definitely an interesting and unique one. Because they're blocking the ball before the actual set piece is taken. So it might be signifying that a shot could be taken here. Buson, a little fake mess up attempt by Northampton. Definitely an interesting tactic there. Something I've never seen before. No one chipped over the back line of East Long Meadow, and Buson's going to put a finish on the end of that one. Shriba won't be able to clear it out, and Northampton will equalize with 25 minutes to go in the second half. And East Long Meadow look to avoid what they've fallen victim to so much so far this season. They fail to keep the momentum in their favor. It's just one kick from Sam Buson that flips the whole script of this game, and it's now 1-1. Here's Cantor with a bit of room. Shot fired in, and it's top right bins. 2-1 to Northampton, in East Long Meadow lose their lead and draw in the matter of minutes. 2 back-to-back goals from the Blue Devils there. One coming from Cantor and one coming from Busson. And the Blue Devils take a 2-1 lead away from home. East Long Meadow going to look to crawl their way back into this one after going down to a 1-goal deficit. That one chipped up over the back line of East Long Meadow. Cantor with a flick over the head of Jason Bassett. As who's going to look to put this one away. And yes, he will. It is 3-1 to Northampton. An absolute disaster for East Long Meadow after, once again, a great start to the game. Conceding 3 straight in a matter of 10 minutes. Goal scored by number 7, Jasper Cantor. Cantor already with a brace tonight, looking to get another one on the score sheet. An unfortunate 10 minutes for the Spartans there. And boot it up. Erwakiakis going to look to put this one away. And here comes sorry. That was McNally there. But it's offsides, and it'll go out of bounds for East Long Meadow throwing. Ball launched out of bounds by Jackson Retchen around the 40. Good touch into space. A bunch of room in the midfield for Norson there. Cool at dancing through a few defenders here. We're going to find space for Eastsong Meadow. And they get something going, relight the spark that Eastsong Meadow had. Number 11, saved by Garska at the top of the box. Duffy couldn't put that one away. Great turn there by Tate Norson. He's going to look to build up another Northampton attack. Just boot up in there. Antonio Berardi going to look to come down with this one. Wakiaga steps, and he's going to look to build up for the Spartans here. Here's Colin Dunnigan with a bit of room in the midfield. Coincidentally falls to the feet of Lucas Shabelli. Shabelli switches the field to Ryan Kula. Going to recreate the goal they scored earlier. Kula fires in the shot, but it's a little low. No problems there for the Northampton goalkeeper. And here he comes on the left side. This is McNally. Garza comes off his line a bit. Looking to make the save, but it's blocked by Wakiaga. In comes Zane Poehler and Ames for Northampton. That one's going to fall into the midfield. Norson with a bit of room, unable to cut by Colin Dunnigan. Eastsong Meadow link up. As Shabelli looks to play McColgan unsuccessful, as it just falls out to Samuel Gregory. Sent over the back line of Eastsong Meadow. No problems for Wakiaga. Chipped over. Garcia's going to look to claim here. No probs there. Here's Ryan Cooley. He takes down that touch and a great skill there. He's going to look to find space here. Norson gets a foot on it, but Ryan Kula keeps on going. Joe McColgan sent through, but he will be offsides as the flag goes up. Off comes Zudek. Here's Ryan Cooley. He's going to take a space in the midfield here, looking to advance for the Spartans. Here's Cantor. He's already got 2 goals tonight. He plays Zane Polar. Zane Polar once again back on the ball here. It's McNally. McNally takes a step into space. East Long Meadow defenders just let him walk right through. Somebody needs to step there for East Long Meadow. They just let him run right through with no problems. Polar presses up against Garska. Composed under pressure he is. Waiting to come in for the Blue Devils, Busson, Zarumi Buri, and the number 10, Stocker. Polar makes a run when they receive it from Charlie Ames. Played his fair share of minutes tonight. Not in the starting lineup, though, for the Blue Devils. But I feel like he's in majority of the time here. Spartans split there. Here's Duffy. Dunnigan looks a bit of attack. Joe McColgan sent through on goal. As that one rolls out to around the 20. It's Joe McColgan gets a touch. He's going to send it in. Oh, and it's just wide left. Joe McColgan nearly the second of the night. An interesting decision in net by Salem Gregory as he let McColgan travel. Shot fired in by Logan Laterno. East Long Meadow, 2 back-to-back chances there as they're just starting to reapply the pressure onto Northampton here. It was a hard angle there for Joe McColgan. Nearly perpendicular with the goal. Antonio Berardi with a good amount of space in that midfield. He plays it off to Philip Zudek, who's playing left back right now. And here's Busson. Busson with a good amount of skill there, but it's taken away by Jackson Retchin, who looks to. Well, he's talking about Spark again. He makes a run in behind, but be taken away. Ryan Kula, look to track this one down with the help of Colin Dunnigan. Antonio Berardi steps in. He'll win it for the Spartans, and it will be Philip Zudek. Zudek looks to hold on to it. Great low center of gravity there for the number 19 on East Longmeadow. Kula, great ball to Logan Letourneau. Turner looks to get it back. He turns into the face of goal. And Chiavelli with some great skill as well. So with a composed turn there. McColgan presses, hoping to just force another mistake from this Northampton back line like he did with Gregory just a few moments before. That ball sent through. Jackson Retchin's going to be there, though. He'll shield it for Nolan Garska. Ryan Cool not able to get a phone on that one. As Justin Burry is going to dribble through, I believe, Ryan Kula. So that one booted up deep around the 50-yard line. Ryan Kula get a touch on that one, but doesn't really lead to anything other than the feet of Stocker. Zudek steps, but he falls on the ground. Berardi looks to get by. And Zudek's still on the ground here. Zudek sends that one in. Busson sent through, but Bissett will get there first for the Spartans. And he will be called off sides. It will be swung out a free kick. Retchin with a bit of time clears it out to Ryan Kula, but he won't get the touch he was looking for. And it'll roll out to the Northampton back line as they look to build up another attack here. Stocker moves him through, and Jason Bissett just gets in the right place at the right time, and he'll intercept that one. And another offsides call. That one on Jasper Cantor for that's been a couple times tonight. Connor Dennis, Dominic DiClemente, and Ryan Sugar set to come in here. And in they come. And out comes Shabelli, Berardi, and Shriba. Set looks to clear it out. Not the touch he was looking for there. As Retchin steps, no nonsense, boots it up to the other side. As he might be tested here, Joe McColgan looks to take a touch here. And a late offsides call. Ref definitely had some time to think about that one. Tate Norson will get booked here with a yellow card. Not sure what he did or what he said, but most likely said something to the ref. I'm pretty sure he got booked. But he will stay on the field, so and a little miscommunication here from Northampton as they don't know who they're subbing in and subbing out. seems to be another disappointing night for East Longmeadow here as they trail by 2 with just a few minutes left in this one. A loss tonight would lead them to be 0-5. Retchen steps. He'll take it away. Some good room in the midfield here for the Spartans. He's going to try and find Ryan Shugru. East Longmeadow press. Norson and Gregory able to get that one out. Here's Ryan Kula. Here's DiClemente on the left wing. It'll be taken away as he'll get megged on that left side. Here's Jay Smith set on the long throw, per usual for the Spartans. Dunnigan going to get ahead on that one initially. He's going to look to get the second touch in, or maybe even a shot fired in on net, but it'll be cleared out by Northampton. Here's Bassett. Ooh, I don't know. He might have been. According to the lino, he was not. He was past the halfway point, Norson. He would have been through on goal. Offside stopped him from doing so. Bassett, we play a little ping pong here. Here's Letourneau. Here he is. He's going to send him through once again, but offsides again for Jasper Cantor. Common theme for him tonight, although he has scored 2 for Northampton. Dom, as he looks to push his way through, he will just foul him. Colgan presses once again. He'll take it off of Owen McLaughlin. Joe McColgan header tips off. Some room for Logan Letourneau as he looks to smash it bottom left, but it's wide. A great opportunity for the Spartans to score and maybe a jump start to crawl their way back. But it is the end of the game. Final score, Northampton 3, Long Meadow 1.